So I wanted to wait till I got home to have this conversation, but fuck all that. Um, I'm on my way to my car right now because I'm at work. But I've been keeping tabs on the whole Myles Garrett situation and that whole suspension thing and everything like that. And I'm listening to all the reports, all the reporters, and they all have their outlook, their opinion, which everyone's entitled to. But one interview that really got under my skin, I was watching, was Speak for Yourself, and can't remember the one dude, not I think it's Whitlock. I think it's Whitlock is the guy. He's like, oh, Myles Garrett's trying to smear Mason Rudolph's character. Mason Rudolph can't come back from this, so on and so forth, and why did it take so long, blah, 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 blah. But he said something, and I feel a lot of people are missing certain things. One, if you go back to the very first interview, I believe a reporter asked Myles Garrett, like, hey, did he say something to you? And if I'm wrong, correct me. But I believe Myles Garrett said there are some things said, but he didn't want to get into it. Right? And then you look at his tweet where he was like, hey, I thought this was, going to be between me and the NFL. I didn't expect this to get out publicly. Now, if I'm to believe what people are saying about Myles Garrett, that he's an intellectual guy, he's really not, somebody who sits there and is a negative person, he's really positive, does a lot for the community. It seems like no one is thinking maybe Myles Garrett was not trying to smear Mason Rudolph to the public, right? Because we as fans, we as individuals, internet personalities, whatever it is you do in your life, right? If we don't know something about someone, we're not going to treat them differently, right? Obviously, if you take that into account, no, Myles Garrett isn't going to be like the rest of us who's like, yo, this man called me the N-word. I'm a fuck him up next time I see him. Right? If Myles Garrett's intent is not to hurt Mason Rudolph publicly, right? He's not going to go into an interview and be like, yo, this man called me the N-word, or he called me a bitch, or whatever the case may be, so I'll whoop his ass. And if I see him again, I'm going to whoop his ass again. Right? No one's going to do that if you're not trying to personally smear that person publicly. But if you're trying to get his employer to understand, hey, yes, I fucked up. I was provoked by such a word that doesn't excuse my actions. But hey, you need to know that this person is out here doing these things. That makes sense, because that's only going to mess up his NFL career, but it won't mess him up as a person. So when he comes, if he stops playing, for example, right? He can still be an analyst. He can still scout. He can still kind of maneuver, and, people aren't going to look at him and be like, oh, that's that fucking white quarterback that called Myles Garrett a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people are overlooking that, but I see that. Because me personally, I would have done the same thing. Granted, I still hit him in the head with a helmet. But if I wasn't trying to paint him out as a racist, I'm not telling the public, because that's what the public's going to do. And this story being out there is going to go one or two ways. It's going to go, hey, Myles Garrett's trying to defend himself and come up with some bullshit-ass story to make it look like he's trying to justify what it is he did, even though in his tweet he said it wasn't for justification. Right? And I find it weird that in his tweet he said what he said because he thought that the appeal hearing was going to be in confidence. Right? So that also leads me to believe that if he would have known that things from the appeal hearing would have got sent out publicly, he probably wouldn't have said it. Because if I'm to believe Myles Garrett is the person he is, then I can only believe that he would not try to personally tarnish this man's career or this man's image. You know, he even stated in his tweet, whether he said it out of being stupid, well, he said ignorance, but out of being stupid, or whether he said it because he's mad. It doesn't, he doesn't know why it was said. He just knows it was said. And we've all said things out of anger. We've all said things out of anger, and we come back like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My bad. You feel me? So I just feel that there is a side of this story that no one's looking into. I like they do all this analysis. Oh, and they say all these things, right? But there's a side that we're not seeing. Okay? As a black man who has had that word with the hard ER at the end said to me plenty of times, it pisses me off. There are times where I snap off. There are times where I walk away. Typically, when there's moments of anger and someone says that to me, I typically walk away because I understand they're saying that because they're mad. And although they may feel that in their heart, this is the first time this person has said this to me. And I have to understand the situation. We're arguing, we're fighting. There are people in this world who just want to say things that they know are going to get under your skin and upset you to try to get you to react a certain way. Based off of that, I have come to the conclusion that maybe Mason Rudolph did say that. And the reason why he said that was because he was pissed because he, on national TV, got punked. He got punked on national TV. So how do you get back at someone? Right? You say you say anything you can that you know is going to hurt them. It's going to make them act out of their character so they look worse at the end of the day. Not saying he did it on purpose, but that's typically what happens. If Mason Rudolph didn't say anything, why does Mason Rudolph feel the need to apologize? Come on now. Mason Rudolph feels he did nothing wrong. Why is he apologizing? To Myles Garrett. I'm not talking about the apology to the Pittsburgh Steelers or the league. He apologized to Myles Garrett. Said that he had no issues with Myles Garrett, like he understood the situation. I believe that there's more there. I believe Mason Rudolph's lawyer knows that there's more there. He just doesn't want Mason Rudolph to admit it because he understands that public admittance of doing such a thing it's like dropping a nuclear bomb on your career. And I think Myles Garrett is not trying to ruin this man's career per se. Because obviously the NFL knows about it. There's things that will be done even though they can't because they have no evidence of it. However, if it happens again and someone accuses Mason Rudolph of doing it again, which may or may not happen, I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, but then now they have a pattern. And I firmly believe that was his intention, if I'm to believe him to be the man that everyone is describing him out to be. Right? And I mean, it's only obvious. Something had to have been done or said for him to do that, because if you watch the video, there's a point in time where he's completely chill. He's being pushed back. He's walking away from the situation. And then Mason Rudolph chases after him. So if before then Mason Rudolph called him an N-word, he feels he's done enough to neutralize the situation, whether right or wrong, for pulling the guy's helmet off. And then this same person who just disrespected you is now charging at you. Yeah, that's going to flip a switch and be like, yo, bro, you disrespected me, and then now you're charging at me to continue the altercation. Yeah, now I'm about to fuck you up. And I don't see why a lot of people can't see it that way. So, those are my thoughts on it. If you have thoughts on it, feel free. Let me know. I don't plan on doing too many videos, one from my phone in my car while I'm at work, and I don't plan on doing too many videos about topics such as this. But however, I do watch sports, so I do come across a lot of things in sports that happen that I either have an outlook on or I don't agree with. And during those times, I will post videos, with my opinion on things, okay? But I'm planning on posting more reaction videos for sure, because for some reason YouTube loves those shits. Hopefully some more gameplay videos, and I am in the process of coming up with like a podcast type of deal, YouTube series type of deal. That's still in the works. Got some editing, technical difficulty stuff we gotta hash out. But hopefully I can start posting some of those videos for you guys as well. Gonna try to post a little bit more often just to kind of see what the vibes are, what you guys are feeling, what you guys are not feeling. If you have any suggestions, video game suggestions, topic suggestions, reaction video suggestions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll have my Instagram in the description below as well. Like I said, this is a short video, nothing too much about it. Just wanted to express my feelings on the Myles Garrett situation as I get news in, and obviously my opinions based off of what I'm hearing from the media, what I'm deriving from it, and my own personal interpretation of it. So if you don't agree with me, cool, we can talk about it, but it's not, I don't think it's to the point where people need to start going to each other's necks over it. I know a lot of people don't like it when the racial thing is brought up, but newsflash, don't ever fucking look at me and say you can't see color, because that's not how our brains work, okay? I see a white person, they're white. I see a black person, they're black. I see an Asian person, they're Asian, so on and so forth. Alright? We gotta stop looking at this race thing as a way to stereotype a person. We have to look at this race thing as a way to describe a person, because that's all it is. When you say a black person, you're going to assume someone with darker colored skin. It doesn't make them a gangster. It doesn't make them a drug addict. It doesn't make them a drug dealer. It doesn't make them a bad father or whatever. It just makes them a person with darker skin. Same thing with a white person. Same thing with an Asian person. Same thing with a Hispanic person. Okay? All of this is a descriptive way to depict the color of their skin. It is not a way to depict how they act. It is not a way to stereotype people into having to act a certain way or live a certain way or have a certain lifestyle. That is not how that works. Okay? Just use myself as an example before I close out this video. I'm black, obviously. You can see this, right? Younger, did I do a lot of stereotypical African American stuff, as our society would call it? Yes I did. Do I do that now? No I don't. I'm an electrical engineer, served 10 years in the military. I don't like sound systems in my car. I don't like big rims on my car. I'm more of a race car connoisseur, so I like my cars smaller, fast, things of that nature. I like to fish, I like to hunt, I like to go camping, do outdoorsy shit. I love playing sports as well. Yes, I can dance, but I also love playing video games and comic books and mangas and anime. So the color of my skin doesn't depict who I am. It's just a description of how I look. And that is what we need to do as people. We need to stop using things to put people in boxes and just use them as ways of being descriptive, just like saying someone's tall or short. If you call someone tall or someone short because they're tall or they're short, they don't get offended by it because they know that is what they are. But for some reason, we took skin color and we changed it into a way to stereotype people, and racism has come as a result. Well, if we take that away and we just use it as a way to describe the way a person looks, which is the way it should be, because color used in conjunction with a noun is an adjective, I think we'll be better off. But enough of the serious stuff. It's your boy Kick Rocks. Like I said, stay tuned. A lot more content coming to the channel, a lot of variety of content. Like I said, I'm just trying to hit a bunch of different wickets to kind of see what's popping off, what's not popping off. Eventually I will make a separate gaming channel for those people who want to see the gaming videos. Therefore, you will have your own channel to funnel all that through. But as of right now, it's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag. Like I said, trying to see what the YouTube community, the YouTube culture is feeling, what they're not feeling, and how to separate it from there. I love talking about real shit though. I love talking about recent events. I love talking about, relationship, misunderstandings, miscommunication, stereotypes. I love talking about stereotypes and breaking them down because I believe stereotypes are the fucking dumbest shit in the world. But back on topic, I'm inclined to believe Myles Garrett because of his actions and how far they went off track in comparison to how he normally is, if I am going to believe what everyone is saying about how this man is. Mason Rudolph, if you didn't say it, it sucks. I'm sorry. If you did say it, I'm not saying you have to man up publicly, but you should, behind closed doors, confidentially be like, yes, I said it, I was mad, or yes, I said it and I meant it, whatever the case may be, because that's the type of shit that we don't need, regardless on any level. If he's lying, it's fucked up. I would probably lose respect for him as a person. If he's not lying and Mason Rudolph said this and he doesn't admit to it, I would lose respect for Mason Rudolph as a person. Alright? You're both grown men. Man up to what the fuck you said. Man up to what you did. Take your fucking lumps and call it a day. And to the NFL, I do mirror the opinion of everyone I've listened to so far today on this topic. Look here, motherfuckers. Yo, stop. I don't know what the NFL got going on, but the Colin Kaepernick thing was shady. This coming out was shady because if I'm to believe Myles Garrett, I don't think he would have leaked it. I don't think he leaked it because I don't think he was trying to use it for any personal gain or to try to tarnish Mason Rudolph's reputation. But then the NFL is shady, and I can see how this works in their favor, which can be another conversation if people want to hear that. Like I said, short video, just quick, simple, to the point. You guys enjoy your day. If you don't see me before Thanksgiving, which you probably won't, but I'll do my best. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holidays. Be safe. Eat enough food for you and me, because I know I'm going to eat enough food for me and you and everyone else because I'm a fat ass. So, on that note, peace out. Much love. Catch you later.